This is my new Paisley journal. I call it a Paisley because it's this pretty grayish blue Paisley fabric that I found, and I covered a book. I even rounded the spine, and then when I sewed in my signatures, I did like a corset lace up in the back with a fluffy lacy ribbon, and there's the back of the book. And this is the loop that comes around and attaches to this as a closure. Now, this is not a chunky book at all. This is 4 signatures, and there are probably 40 to 50 pages. I haven't counted, but I will count and put it in the description before I put it up for sale. This will be for sale at my Etsy shop, designed by Sharon Lee. This is a true junk journal, I think, because mainly the pages they're not mismatched, but there's no theme to it. And I've mainly put in this journal, this is just a library card here. I've mainly put in this journal just some stuff that I had, and this is coffee dyed designer paper, and this of course are the Tim Holtz paper dowels. But I've done some stenciling on the coffee dyed paper, but not much. And I have some pretty rough edges right here. I wanted them to be pretty rough, and they are. And this is some old 1950s music that I found at a thrift store, of course. And here's some more coffee dyed paper. Mostly everything in this book is coffee dyed, with the exception of a couple of this digital page, of course, is not coffee dyed, or else it'd be a smear. And there's some more stenciling on that paper, but you know, you write over the stenciling part. And there's coffee dyed paper, and got a new doily stencil, which I love. And this page, when you open it up, has pockets in it here to put stuff in. I put a couple things in it. I put an envelope in it. The envelope's empty. Just, you know, when you get the book, you want to fill it yourself and put your own secret stuff in, or just notes to yourself or whatever. This is like a handmade piece of paper here. It's got fibers in between it. So I thought that would be an interesting thing. And then of course more coffee dyed paper here and here. And this, my friend who is 79 years old, when she was 2 years old, this is just a copy, of course, but when she was 2 years old, W.M. Wrigley Company wrote to her and talked to her about her second birthday, and sent her a stick of gum, and she still has the stick of gum, and the envelope just came in. But I said, can I please have a copy of that letter? And so she let me have a copy of it. So it's in this book. And there's the center of that signature. There's the other side of that letter. And some paper, and the handmade paper, and this has a pocket in it. Blessed. Bingo card. This image I've had, I loved it, and I thought, boy, that matches that paper. So I put her there. More coffee dyed journaling spots. And little lady sewing in the sewing machine. I'm sorry, out of whack here. More coffee dyed paper. Some of that old music. And here you'll see I put an envelope that you can put something in. Let me see if I can show it to you. See? And that's the end of that signature and the beginning of the next. If I lay it flat, maybe I can control it better. And this is graph paper. Look at the pattern that made, that coffee dye made. And then that's the back of that. And here's some more paper. See how much journaling I left in this book? A lot of times I don't leave much space for journaling, but this truly is a journaling book. And this is a book I found with just full of letters, so at a thrift store, so I grabbed that. And a glassine bag with a couple of pieces of digital ephemera. And with that stencil there. And this is parchment paper, baking parchment paper. And an old page from an old book. It's called The First Book. That's what it is, a book of poems. And then that's the middle of that signature. And the parchment paper. Let me see if I can pull it back a little farther. Hang on a minute, maybe I'll pull this a little forward here. There, try that. There's the other side of that glassine bag, which is cut. There's a couple tickets in it. And the other side of that letter. I don't know about you, but when I work with paper and stuff, I lose my nails. I don't have good nails at all. Especially my thumbs. I don't know if I use my thumbs a lot. When I do, I have to pay attention. I don't know for sure. And here's another. These pages are made from the graph paper, and it just makes these very interesting patterns on this paper. Here's a little band with a couple postcards. Put a clip on to hold them because that band is just a piece of lace. And the lace kind of drags down. I kind of like that. And here's a little paper bag with some tags in it. No rhyme or reason for the tags. No theme. Just tags. This little band I had. This I got in a swap years ago. And turn the page. Little doily. And this image. And this image. And you know, I just have some vintage pictures that I got. This particular paper here is the parchment paper that I bake my coffee dye papers on. I got a lot of that, but I love it. I like to leave it, put it in the book because it makes some noise. I don't know. I probably you can write on it. I've never tried it, but I imagine you could. Oh, here's an envelope. And it has a glassine opening. Put something in, and I will. In fact, I don't know. I should be peeking. Somebody should be peeking through that. I just have a feeling somebody should be peeking through that. Maybe this. No. Maybe these people. Let's see if they fit. I think they're going to fit. I don't think you're going to see their faces. That's the thing. I don't think you're going to see their faces. You're going to see their feet. So I don't think that's going to work out because we're going to see feet. And guess what? It's open at the bottom. So what I'll do is I'll put some washi on that. And I know I have a dog in here somewhere. I just know I do. I think it would be so cute to have a dog coming through. I don't know. I got quite a few of these things, so we'll see. But anyway, I got to seal up that bottom. You know what else I like about these paper dolls? Oops, kind of caught in there. Put them back in this box. Now these little guys here. I'll show you. I can find, get them, pick them up. Don't you? No nails. Let's see. I have to let go of the page. And I'll find the page again. Let's see, where's that page? I went by that. There. These little guys here, when they stand up in the corner and are leaning on something, or up here leaning on something. I think that's so cute. Well, I'll find something cute for that little area there. And this is the beginning of the next signature. Nope, it's not. It's in the middle. It's not. Because here's the middle of the signature. There. And that page. And this. And coffee dyed paper. The other side of that envelope, which has a window, so that's got to have something in it. Can't believe I neglected that, but that'll be fun to fill, and I'll fill it. Somebody's going to be peeking in that window. Yeah. And it won't be her because she's already there. But I love these pictures. More of that graph paper. And a little band with a little. I'm not afraid. I was born to do this. That's so cute. Some flocked butterflies for this page. I folded a. This is not a tear. This is the way the coffee dye doily came out. So I put some folks, some little girls in there, and a woman reading a book, and more pages to write on, to journal. Yep. And then this is from Chick-fil-A. It held some kind of condiments in it, and I said, I'm saving that. So that's what that is for, and that's got a peekaboo window, and I made sure I put things in that one. And I'll go by a little faster if I can. Yeah, more music. Yeah, and here. And another letter. And I swear, when you're doing this videotaping and your husband says to the dog, you gotta go pee, and you're sure everybody heard it, but there's part of this kind of doing things, and I'm not going to do this over because I'm almost to the end. And there's the other part of the Chick-fil-A bag. And here's another envelope with a glassine thing, and I did put stuff in there. And this is the last page, and this last page does this. Opens up like this, so you can see the sewer, and then there's. Then I put a couple of just journaling cards in here. And then here's another little envelope with some cards in that, and I got to put a little thing in there so you can reach in and get it. But there are cards in here. But I'll put get my little rounder and do that so that we can get in there and get them. And that's the end of the book. And this is cloth, Paisley cloth that I have. And I just thought it made a pretty unusual but pretty book for a journaling thing. I think it would be pretty on a coffee table because it's so unusual. Well, I want to thank you for watching, and please subscribe to me. And take care, everybody. Don't catch the flu, and God bless your day.